Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. I hope that you can listen to me because right now I'm at office and there is some lecturer also doing the lecturing. So I hope that our voice will be not clashing together. But it's okay. We have to proceed with topic six today. Alright. Topic six is about preparing and assessing the entrepreneurial business plan (EPB). So this is gonna your group assignment for this semester, and if I'm not mistaken, are still waiting from the uh, principal lecturer from that uni in order to mention to me which actually your what we call the case study that you have to do some analyzing, or you are not preparing the business plan but you are more analyzing the business plan. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I will be moved to the next. Okay, I will do to the next one. Okay. So yeah, basically when we're talking about this is sorry, yeah, because actually I supposedly have, I'm so sorry. I have to get it smaller little bit. Okay. And to make sure that I can, yeah, what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, so this is your content for this semester, topic six. Okay, topic six is talking about the nature and the purpose of the entrepreneurial business plan, EBP, and then the second one you will distinguish on the EPB, okay, from the standard business plan, and there will be advantage and the pitfalls, which is the disadvantage of the business plan elements of the EBP, and then we will addressing the appropriate readers and the EBP process, and the last one assessing the effectiveness of an EBP. Okay, before I proceed, for those already done your individual assignment, and I already checked on your individual assignment and I asked you to do the draft slide and also proceed with your video presentation, you may do so, and then please share your link, and both you must attach your link and also your slide presentation in Moodle and also Neo. Alright. After the class, okay. I mean, like within this week, I will sharing to you all what is the group assignment that you have to do, and what is the case study and the guideline for your group assignment. Okay, because group assignment you have to analyze, and then at the same time you have to what we call you have to analyze and give some of your point of view in the individual. You do also in group, you also do in individual perspective. But that one is a simple only one or two pages. Okay, so we're moving to the next one. Okay. This is the advantage of EBP. Okay, entrepreneurial business plan. Okay, number one, why is the reason business plan is important? Okay, because business plan is giving something like an overview. Okay, about what the business that you want to do. So there will be some advantages why we have to do this business plan. Okay, number one, the advantages of EBP or entrepreneurial business plan. Number one, provide the roadmap into unknown, which is a fast development, which meaning to say in here is we're giving some overview, as I mentioned that just now, because when we are doing the business, we still cannot visualize, okay, how does the business is look like. So the reason we do this business plan to how to overview, okay, to make sure that this is how the business will go, okay, because there will be a some of the path. Okay, this is for how we want to mastery on our admin plan, how we want to do our marketing plan, how we want to do operation plan, and how we want to do our financial plan. And then the second one, we required by funding institution and agency. Of course, we want to grant it, or we want to get some what we call financial, okay, financial support, okay, from those the institution, funding institution. For example, if like in Malaysia we have the banking sector, okay, and also we do have some grant from the government, and then we do also some NGO, so the business support system, in order to make sure that the people who want to do the business can go through, okay, where they can find out the resources, especially where is the what we call especially fund. Okay, we're talking about the startup capital, right? Okay, and the third one, we allows the evaluation in the future, meaning to say there will be someone who are giving some feedback, meaning to say when we are doing the business, we are not doing for the purpose, for the sake that we enjoying only for the business, for but not for the sake, for the to cope the demand on for the suppliers or for the customer itself. And then accountability to the staff and also supporters, of course we are looking into our stakeholders, which is referring to who is our prospect staff, our employees who will our future human capital. Okay, and at the same time in terms of the supporters, we are looking into who will support your business, well, whether it will be like angel investor or whether there will be a prospect or potential who are want to do the business. And then we enables an effective research of the venture, meaning to say in terms of how to make sure that we able to make, that the business have the prospect. Of course, before we start our business, we have to do the thorough research, and then we want to know whether it can cope in within this kind of, especially during this COVID-19, right? Okay, whether it can have some demand, okay, on the business itself. And the last one, we create a long-term or exit on harvest strategy. So in terms of, as you can see, the green wood wording in here, right? It stated no guarantee of success should allow the flexibility when evaluating the plan. So maybe before this, when you are planning your business, you are doing the business regards in the stable condition, which is there is no disturbance in terms of the pandemic COVID-19, right? But nowadays we are looking into what happened, okay, when there is a pandemic COVID-19, and at the same time we have to start off our business, whereas we already get some financial support, and at the same time we have the staff and we have to start the business, as long as whether that the business really can be implemented during this difficulties time. So that's why it have to be very flexible, meaning to say they have to be dynamic. Okay, dynamic meaning to say they have to be changed and cope with the current situation. All right, now we're moving to the next one. There is a pitfalls, okay, of the EBP. Okay, what's mean pitfalls? Pitfalls meaning to say the disadvantage. Okay, what is the disadvantage when we are doing this entrepreneur business plan? Number one, there is a goal and objective not realistic when too optimistic. So meaning to say when too optimistic, you are too ambitious. It's good to be ambitious, but somehow we have to be very realistic. Whether it can be done during this current time, especially I give example just now, like the pandemic, right? And then they are too structured and lack flexibility. This is problem because when you are too rigid, when you want to do some changes, there will be a problem because you cannot follow the flows, and at the same time you cannot do some flexibility according to the current situation. And then the third one, failure to anticipate the roadblocks, meaning to say the fatal flaw. So when there will be some challenges, the barriers, okay, the maybe like a mistake or difficulties, how we want to anticipate on that. So that's why there must be a backup plan, right? So if your plan A is not okay, we go with the plan B. If not okay, we go to plan C. So that's why in the business we should do have some, even in our life, like we should have more than one plan. Okay, meaning to say there will be probability that we cannot just rely on one plan. And then no commitment to plan. This is also a problem because we are talking about EBP, entrepreneur business plan. So we have to commit with the plan. Okay, once you do the planning, you have to commit it. It's not just written on paper and then decide to maybe sending to your potential investor and then to the banking sector and then done. Okay, it's supposed to not to be done like that because we have to very commit. And then the lack of experiences. Okay, when we're talking about the lack of the experiences, meaning to say, um, what is your experience while you are doing this business, so that's why it's a very important to have at least, okay, for those who, the staff or your partners in the business supposed to have this kind of experiences. And the last one, no market niche or segment or market identified. This is also totally problem, meaning to say you are not planning for what business you want to go and proceed to. So that's why I think that in terms of no market niche in here, meaning to say you go details, you go more on specific business what you want to do. Because when come to like during this COVID-19, right? This is a online business mostly like mushrooming nowadays, right? So market niche is one of the potential that you have the prospect, the customer who are looking into very details, very specific, very niche services or products. All right. So an effective EBP can overcome this people, meaning to say when your business is very good, it's able to actually, inshallah, it will be able to overcome. Okay, you can combat those these various challenges during you are doing the business. All right. So we're moving on to the critical planning factors. Or while you are doing the evaluation, I'm not asking you to do the business plan, but in here you are analyzing, okay, your business plan. So this is some of the critical planning factors that will you have to face, which is number one in terms of realistic goals. When you are reading your case study, whether the goals of the company is really realistic or not. So you have to look into this kind of the perspective. And then the second in terms of the support and commitment. Who is their staff? Who is the supporters? Who can give their commitment through their JD job description, for example. So we look into who and who is doing their job. Okay, so this is what we call as the commitment, the responsibility that they have to hire. And the third one, milestone and the time frame. This is looking into like a Gantt chart. Okay, we are looking into like a Gantt chart and the durations and the tenure on how you can actually go along with your business. If your business is along like 3 years, okay, how you want to go with the milestone of the 3 years, how the time frame. If you are startup business, maybe you start within the 1 years. So what is the improvement and the growth that you are along the way when you are doing the business? And the flexibility, this is very important because in order to cope with the changes, especially we have many barriers right now, especially the pandemic, the economy itself, okay, the potential investor, for example. This is the thing we have to be very flexible. All right. And then we do have also why I'm skipping, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So we're moving to the next one, which is the planning process. So number one, we have the set preliminary goals. And the second one, we have to conduct the initial research using the secondary data. So meaning to say, when we're talking about conduct initial research using secondary data, remember when you are doing research subject, right? So the first, what we call primary data, we goes like interview, we do some observation directly to those people. But when you do the secondary data, meaning to say you are doing something like paper on research, okay, literature review, you are doing some research by other people research, okay, so that is secondary data. And the third one in terms of the confirm goals, how we want to make sure that the planning is can achieve the goals. So that's why when you are doing this planning administrative plan, we have to make sure there will be a vision and mission. So through vision and mission, we can cope. Okay, as I told you in the previous topic, if you still remember, vision is the future goals. Okay, mission is the current goals. So how you want to make sure that these confirmed goals can be achieved through your planning process. So that's why in the EBP, you have to make sure that there will be the planning process step by step, administrative plan, marketing plan, operation plan, and also the financial plan. Okay, and the fourth one, conduct subsequent detailed research. So in here, when we're talking about subsequent detailed research, you go thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly mean here step by step flow, what process by process on how to make sure you can conducting the process of your research, your business research is in a good way because we have the flow. We have the standard procedure. We have what is the step one, what is step two, what is step three. Okay, and how we want to proceed the business. And next stages we goes with the write of the business plan. So writing the business plan is not easy because we are talking about how you want to make sure that the business plan can commit very well. Okay, because that's the reason in a business plan the most a key point element is number one is the administrative plan, and the second one we do have marketing plan, and then we do have the operation plan and the financial plan. The key part on the financial plan to go through whether you can amalgamate. Amalgamate means how you want to make sure that the combinations of the figures that you have to create in the first plan, administrative plan, marketing plan, and also operation plan can be derived into and you can embark into this financial plan. Okay, and the sixth one, we do have the critically access the proposed plan. Okay, so you have to make sure that the plan is goes smooth. Okay, and as I mentioned just now, there must be a backup plan, contingency plan on it. And number seven, of course, we have to implement. And the last one, we evaluate the plan. Evaluating meaning to say you have to do something post-mortem. Post-mortem meaning to say whatever you have to implement, what is the evaluation to be done, whether there will be profit on it, whether there will be a failure on it. So they will go for that particular part. Okay, so developing a business plan, who reads the plan? Okay, so who putting the package together? Of course, there will be many. Okay, when we're talking who the readers, there will be entrepreneur, the staff, the investor, the financial institution. Okay, and of course, the most important who is the supporters. Okay, who will be together with you when they are developing the business plan, and they will putting the package together. So this is the guideline in terms of the length, the organizations, the future orientation. Avoid exaggeration. Exaggerate meaning you are giving multiple flowery, all those about something like too optimistic on your business plan, whereby it's supposed not to be like that because you are new in business. Sometimes you are a bit introduced to the market, so you are not what we call you are not actually in a very long tenure, okay, when you are exist in the market, so you have to compete a lot of the challenges. And also we do have the critical risk. This is the prospect, okay, not prospect but the potential risk that you can actually face in the future. Okay, there is a many actually where we go with the pastel: political risk, economic risk, social risk, technological risk, illegal system, and also in terms of yeah, the legal system. So this is the critical risk that you have to undergo on it. And then the managerial competence, okay, in terms of who is you hired for the your company, your organization. So you have to make sure there will be some the managerial part who are will be the planner, good planner, who will be become the organizer, leader, and controller on it. And then there will be the diversification in terms of how we want to diversify your market, and then who is your target market prospect in terms of the future customer, okay, your products and also services, and write in the third person and capture the reader's interest. So this is the key point when how we want to make sure that your business plan is really attractive. All right, and then we're moving to the next one. Okay, so addressing your audience, okay, because you know who is your prospect readers. So you have to know the plan thoroughly. So when you are doing the presentations on your business plan, you have to make sure the plan that when people come up with the questions, okay, you know which is the part you can come up, okay, what you're planning actually, because you are the one who are doing the planning. Okay, so that's why my recommendation, if you want to do the business, it's better you are not hiring the other or outsource who are doing your business plan, because this will be the problem, because you have to go through with the plan that you are implemented, okay, and you will implement it, and then focus on the keywords. Okay, you will focus on the keywords and then rehearse the presentation for length. So meaning to say, when you are doing the presentation, you will be keep on demonstration. You keep demonstrate many times, and you have to want to make sure that all the ideas in your head, and then know how to use your presentation aids. Meaning to say, you know how to control your slide. You know, sometimes maybe you do some video, okay, video presentation, and don't let an antagonistic audience upset you. Antagonist meaning to say this kind of audience, they're provoking you, right? So they try to provoke you, they keep on teasing you. Sometimes they just want to test you whether you are really the one who are planning for the business. So that's why they keep on doing giving something like provoking words. Provoke, something like giving negative, something like not sabotage, but something like try to condemn whether your business will be can proceed, can be succeed or not. Because this is the thing, the important part when we have this antagonist in this role play, because it can give some eye opener to you all. Okay, so I'm not just expecting all the rainbow after the rain, but at the same time I also expecting there will be a thunder and storm. So this is the thing, when some antagonists will be asking question and snapshot with some provoking question to you all. This is something the time you have to come into mind. You have to think, okay, whether my business is just only for the sake of my enjoyment and passionate to do the business, or is really can serve the customer. And then don't try to seal the deal on the first try. So this is Yeah, because we are still new, newbie in the market. So you have to learn first from your mentor, and then we have to go through. Okay, if there is a prospect, why not we try? But don't try to seal the deal on the first try. Meaning to say, don't ever even try because if you even try maybe there will be a failure goes to you back. Okay, and then we're moving to the pitfalls in the selection new ventures. So there will be a lack of the objection evaluations. Okay, there will be potential. You cannot expecting, yeah, there is a rainbow, there's a flowers. Okay, no, because there is potential objectively evaluation. Okay, so people will be have some lacking part, the witnesses, and then there will no real insight into the market. Your business is just a dreaming. So meaning to say how to make sure it's real real. So you have to go into those the people maybe give some idea to you, or maybe they give some recommendation to you. So you have to make sure that it's real. And then the third one, inadequate understanding of the technical requirements. So in here, when we do not have the technical understanding, like a more on the business, especially when we come into like operations. Okay, operation plan is very critical mostly. And then in terms of the technology itself, when you want to uh, give a try for your first model of technology, for example. So this will be have a problem when you have the inadequate and insufficient of knowledge on it. So people will look down on you, you know. And then the fourth one, poor financial understanding, meaning to say in terms of your financial, okay, when you do not know where to invest, where's the prospect and where's the business to locate. And then people also will be doubt in terms of your to invest in your business, and then lack of the venture uniqueness. So your business is same with your rival, so what's the point I'm investing on you? So there will be the potentials of antagonist investor will try to actually provoking you with this kind of the question. So I need uniqueness, I need some novelty in the business, I need some differentiation. What's the point I'm investing on you if the same with the rival, because we want something new. So there will be some kind negative wording will be make you upset when you are doing the presentation on the business plan. And then the last one, ignorance of the legal business. So this is very important because in the legal perspective, you have to very aware because you want to make sure that your business is legal. When your business is not legal, there will be a problem on it. So that's why you have to be aware, not ignorance, because there will be burnout back to you. Okay. So why it keep like all right. So we're moving to the next one. Okay. So this is the critical factors for the new venture development. So we have the uniqueness, how you want to make sure that your business is different from others. Investment, okay, where you want to get the investment, the sales growth, because it's not easy when you really want to go with the PLC curve. For example, we do have the introduction stage, we have the growth stage, maturity, and decline stage. This is not easy because the sales is like your roller coaster too. Sometimes it will go hiking up, sometimes it will go hiking down. So there will be like roller coaster. So that's the reason you have to make sure it's consistent. So what to make is consistent? Number one, differentiation. Number two, in terms of R&D. Okay. Number three. Oh, sorry, the number four, right? It's number three. You have to make sure in terms of the cost efficiency because people looking, especially the customer looking into of the cost efficiency and the product availability. How well the available of your product. When people asking your product, there is the out of stock. So you want to make sure that your product is available 24 hours slash 7 hours, 7 days. Okay, now this is the online time, online business. So people want to make sure that your product is available and also customer availability, meaning to say when the customer want to access your product, your services, that will be everywhere. Okay, all right, and then we're moving to the next one. Why new ventures fail? Or why the newbie? Mostly probably they will be fail. Number one, inadequate market knowledge. So this is I just remind to all the new fresh graduates, please be market knowledgeable. Because when you are new and then you have the lack of knowledge, there will be problem. Because when people asking you, I do not know, I'm not doing as I will do some research later. So no say that. You have to be have what we call ready, standby. Okay, what the potential, the market knowledge for you. And then we also have the faulty products. Okay, so this is the problem. Once your product is fault, okay, people will keep on spreading the words and saying that this business is very bad. And in 1 second, your product is totally viral to the world. Then saying that don't buy from this supplier, don't buy. You see at the Shopee, right? Just people say don't buy from this seller, and people won't don't buy because from the bad experience that he or she got. Okay, it's already viral to the world. And in effective marketing, we're talking about how the marketing is filled. Okay, from the 4 piece, from the 7 piece, everything will totally inadequate and ineffective. So to make sure that there will be a good marketing strategy, you have to embark all, not only just advertising, the sales promotions, this is personal sales, and also we do the public relations. Okay, and then in educate knowledge of the competitors, this is somehow you have to know who is your rival, you have to know who is your competitors, because you are competing your product and also your sales. So that's why you have to know who is your potential competitors. And the product obsolescence, this is very problem too, because your product is out to date. Because when out to date meaning obsolescence is not goes with the current trend right now. So this is totally will be problem. And the poor timing, we are talking about the timing of the product will be totally not the right time, especially this COVID-19, right? Because maybe you have to make the best plan before, proper plan, but all sudden this pandemic come into all sudden, and it's disturbed every single business. Nowadays you can see every single the brick and mortar businesses already goes down, okay, and collapse. Because why? They cannot afford to pay. Prada, Gucci, all the existing physical store already collapse, due to this poor timing. Okay, and then also financial difficulties. Of course, this is also will be the problem, because in terms of the financial state, okay, because we can say there are insufficient, and then maybe overspending, and maybe the budgeting is not the right to plan. Okay, and the research on the failure. So in terms of the research itself will be fail on it. Okay, and this is the internal and external. Maybe I should enlarge little bit, right? So this is the external and also internal problem. When the experience by entrepreneurs, if you see from the external problems, the highest rate is goes to the customer context, which is goes to 27.3%, whereby the least is a 5.5%, which goes with the expansion. Expansion meaning to say the experience by the entrepreneurs through this external problem, whereby for the internal problems, the highest rate is goes to inventory control, sorry, facilities or equipment, which is we cannot actually run away because this is our fault, our internal fault, faulty. So this is also will be effect. I'm so sorry. In terms of the adequate capital is the highest, mashallah, 15.9%, and the least one will go with human resource. Oh, sorry, leadership. Sorry, will be organization and structure and accounting system. So this is the most lowest prospect of these internal problems in the experience by the entrepreneurs. Okay, and then we goes to the next one. Okay, I will be reducing little of on the size. Okay, okay. So as you can see here, there will be like the entrepreneur determinants of the new venture failures. We have the according to the rank, okay, and we have lack of management skill, poor management strategy, lack of capitalizations, lack of vision, poor product design, and key personal incompetence. So the highest rank is goes with the management. When you have the poor management skill, orang selalu cakap poor leke, orang kata pengurusan tu leke, right? So there will be due to the management skill, right? Because your skill is poor and you cannot manage the company, and the company is totally will be collapsed, right? And then we go with the uh, venture capitalist. The highest rank goes to again lack of the management skill, and the last and the list is goes to the poor product timing. Okay, so yeah, sometimes when you're launching the new product, maybe like IIC, we launching the new program, that is not the right time, right? So maybe so there will be the product timing will be the faulty side on that. Okay, so we moving to the feasibility on the criteria approach. So whereby is it is proprietary, is it suit enough, is it credibility on to do that, the production cost is realistic, okay, and then the marketing cost is realistic, and then we do have the time from the market to the break even point realistic. So when we sell the product, we shouldn't have below the market price, right? To make sure that there is according to the break even. So the best thing if you have the marginal cost to set up that there will be a potential at least if let's say you want to sell something, let's say you buy 20 ringgit, you sell 20 ringgit 50 cents, at least 50 cents still your profit. But we not to up to the extent, right? We have still when we buy something 20 ringgit, we can sell it 22 ringgit to get the 2 ringgit of the profit, right? So at least there will be a marginal cost on it. And is the potential market large? Yes, of course. When we want to join the certain business, of course we know the potential of the market is large. I believe that there is not to the stupid enough to the extent people might say that we want to join the business and the business is potential is very small. So we need to say you are digging your own grave to that side, to the extent on how you think it. And then is the product first of the family? Yeah, is it is goes of the family business, for example, right? Does the initial customer exist? Yes. Okay, because some of the customer they really loyal to the certain product and are the R&D cost and the time frame realistic? Yes, because we have to make sure that R&D cost is aligned and parallel with the time frame realistic and it's a growing industry too, especially in this kind of technology business and fashion and design. Okay, what else? The trending business education too. Okay, and software business. And can product and needs to be understood by the financial community. So it meaning to say the product already been understood by the financial community. All right. So little bit. Okay, we have the key areas for assessing the feasibility of new venture. So we have the technical part, market, financial organization, and competitive, as I mentioned just now. We do have a four big plan. Okay, when you are doing business, administrative plan, marketing plan, we have operation plan and also financial plan. So this is a part of it. Technical, market, financial, organization, and competitive. And there will be determinants of the feasibility of the plan new venture, which is ABP. All right. So there will be a six steps to reading the EBP. So number one, step one, determine the characteristic of the venture and its industry. So meaning to say what character of the business. Is it the business is education business? Is it the business is technology business? Is it the business in a fashion and design business? Or maybe this business is pharmaceutical business? So you have to go with it. And the second one, determining the financial structure of the plan, amount of the debt or equity investment required. So meaning to say in terms of how you want to run your financial start. Okay, and the third one, read the latest balance sheets to determine liquidity, net worth, and also debt equity. So this is the thing you have to do when you are evaluating this EBP. So I can I say reprimand? Okay, maybe I should say recommendation to all when you are reading your case study, the EVP, the business plan, you have to go with this step. And then step four, determining the quality of the entrepreneurs in the venture, sometimes the most important step. So when you are reading, you will feel like why this business is like this. So you feel something that will be in terms of the quality of the entrepreneurs itself when they are setting and creating their EBP. And step five, establish the unique features in this venture, find out what is the difference. And the last one step, read the entire plan over likely as the package. Look at the graph, charts, exhibit, and other plan components. So this is very important to give you side view on whether the business is on the flow or off the flow. Okay, and we moving. MashaAllah, it's already summary. All the business plan, whatever your structure will cover the key issue as the executive summary. Executive summary is just quarter page mostly. It's just give some summary and some overview on the business background, marketing, operation, and financing. This is the key plan, and the main advantages of the business planning include more complete information gathering, balanced decision making, and assistance in raising finance. So this is the most important part. And the last one we do have questions. Any question to ask, will just ask me, shoot the question in the group WhatsApp letter. Thank you for listening up to my lecture today. And I hope that once I got the case study from the model, I will pass around. I will share in the business plan. Sorry, and our group, and then I will start ask you to form the group trip three members per group, 3 members per group, and then you can start your group assignment. So just to remind, now we are week 7, so we have 5 weeks more. And hope by Krog, I hope you have already finished your individual assignment, and also your presentation. All right, thank you so much, and have a nice day. Please take care. Assalamualaikum.